How do you keep clients around for more than just a session or two so that you can really do the work that they need to make the change, and also so your business can be more consistent? This is Mark Silver with Heart of Business, and this is something that we see clients struggle with a lot, is how to get out of just doing a single session or two for a client and then they disappear, how to move into what can be called packages sometimes. But I know people sometimes resist that idea, and I want to set that aside. And really what we're talking about is being honest with your clients about what it takes and being honest with them from the get-go. The way I see a lot of folks try to work with clients is and try to get them to renew is they do a session with them, and it's fabulous. And then at the end of the session, it feels a little tender, and it's kind of like they're in a kind of an altered state, which, you know, if you're doing transformational work, is not unusual. And so it feels kind of dicey to ask them to, you know, okay, well, call me when the next session is, you know, and it's all done after the work. This is the wrong time to talk to a client. I actually recommend very strongly that either the first session or the first conversation is about setting up appropriate, realistic expectations with the client for what it takes to be successful, to reach whatever it is they're trying to reach. Now, I know, you know, I'm a spiritual healer too. I know that you can't say, in 8 sessions, we will lick this and we'll be complete. You know, you can't make those kinds of promises when you're doing healing work. However, you probably do have some sense of what it takes to get traction, or what it takes to make progress, to actually see something happen, and to know that there's maybe more to do. When I first talk to a client, well, you know, my one-on-one clients tend to be further along in the business journey at this point, and they're doing you know, strategic work about strongly moving into momentum or building up a team or something like that. And I'm talking to them about what it takes, and I'm asking a bunch of questions and getting a really good sense of what's going on in their business now. And they say, you know, the kind of work that we're up for is not going to just take a few sessions. You know, it's like I work with clients for a minimum of 6 months, because not because I'm locking you into a contract, but because that honors what's needed for the work. And I'll be upfront that most clients will end up sticking with me for a year, 18 months, sometimes as long as 2 years, to really take on the long-term strategic nature of the work. When I talk to a client in that way, they have a real sense of the scope of the work, of what's needed. Are you having conversations like that with your clients? Saying, yeah, we can make some progress, and yeah, I can see you get a toehold on your health or on your branding or on your whatever it is that you're working with someone on. And yet, in my experience, we're really talking about takes this long, and then we'll reassess. It's not about locking them into a contract. It's not about forcing them to stay. It's about, from a really mature, adult, grounded sense of like, this is what the work takes. I'm so curious. How does this resonate with your heart? Are you already doing this? Would you consider really leaning into setting appropriate expectations with your client of what it takes to really get there, so that they'll stick around for their own sake as well as for yours? Blessings to you and your business. This has been Mark Silver with Heart of Business. Peace.